honestly, haven't you already had this conversation? What's new about this book, and why are you still writing on the issue of the rapture?
Because it's amazing how many people still hold to it.
I know I might embarrass myself a little bit by saying this, but I tell people everywhere I go, I expect to be here when Jesus comes back for the rapture. I believe that things are so close that if the Lord lets me live out my life, I'm going to see the rapture. And I've come up with a little slogan: I'd rather see the upper taker than the undertaker, wouldn't you?
Title is The Rapture and the Fig Tree Generation. When Israel became a nation again in 1948, that was considered to be a significant prophetic event.
Clock started, right?
Yeah. The only problem with that is if you're a dispensationalist and believe in the pre-trib rapture, it has no significance whatsoever, because they maintain there are no signs prior to the rapture. The rapture is always imminent. The generation was 40 years. This is what Hal Lindsey in his book, The Late Great Planet Earth, which came out in 1970, even intimated. I think he went a little further than that and said, well, generation was 40 years. Israel became a nation again in 1948.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Right.
And so 1988, Chuck Smith even maintained that the rapture was probably going to take place sometime in 1981. Well, think about that.
Yeah.
That was 1981, almost 40 years ago. Look, everybody's eschatology is wrapped to all their theology, and that's why there's a lot of resistance to what I'm saying, is because it affects everything. Well, what about this? I believe this about this, and what about that? Is it going to affect that? Yes, eschatology affects everything. All ideas have consequences, and eschatological ideas have consequences. Let me just say this. The political left, the secularists, the materialists, the communists, the socialists, they all have an eschatology.